Good day, fellow Zuidlanders. Goeiedag, mede-Zuidlanders. Ek het baie goeie nuus vir julle vandag. So I thought I'd just do a quick video and just let you know exactly where we stand and what we're doing and what the outcomes are of what's been happening. So as many of you are aware, we have been doing water testing on the farm in Dalbarton over the last 10-12 days. And the outcome of that is absolutely fantastic. We sent a company called Vicky's Pompa, and just a shout out to you guys. Fantastic job. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. There was a little bit of extra cost, and I'm going to explain to you what that was about and why. But in any case, let's move on. So the modus operandi was to test both the volume and quality and quantity of water available on the farm. The reason for this is that obviously if we're going to create a new town, we need to have water. It's one of the biggest issues we see as being a problem if we don't have water. So the guys went down, they tested 7 existing boreholes, 4 of which have produced very good quality clean water, and I'm very happy to say that we from those boreholes can extract roughly 100,000 liters per hour. Now, for those of you who understand how this works, what needs to happen is you first of all take the borehole pump out of the borehole, you clean up, sort out, do whatever you need to do and put it back in again, and then test for a set period of time. The normal time period is about 10 hours. We tested on those 4 boreholes for 24 hours. And it's great to say that over that 24-hour period, the water level didn't drop at all. So we're pretty safe in terms of water supply and volume. Here's a couple of video clips from the guys down there while testing the water, and you'll see that it really is amazing. So moving on from that now, now that we've tested the water and when the volume is correct and we know that we're going to have enough water, the next step is that there's samples that have been taken and those have been sent in for analysis. They will give us exactly what the quality of the water is. So we'll only know that in about 2 or 3 weeks' time, but let's just wait and see. What we can show you at the present moment is the guys drinking the water that's coming out of the boreholes, and you can see roughly how clean the water is. Lekker. What this does for us at the moment, of course, it allows us to now go forward with the purchase of the land, which we're now going to do. There's a few other steps that take place now, and I'll explain to you what those are at the moment. So we don't have too much of an issue. In any case, regardless of what the quality is that's coming out, we can always pump it through filters and do filtration systems and whatever else needs to be done. So the quality of water is not as important as the quantity of water that we required. And we seem to be pretty safe there now. So all moving forward, green light on the purchase of the land. Now, this is very exciting stuff for you, me, and every other Zuidlander going forward. So what needs to happen now? Well, the next step is what is known as an EIA, an environmental impact assessment. What happens is the guys are going down there in probably the next week or so, and they'll start drilling about 300 holes. From each of those holes, they take a sample. That sample is sent in for analysis, and they do a survey of the vegetation and the soil type and all that sort of stuff. So that is the next step in the process. Thereafter, we will be doing a land survey. The land survey is to peg out the land. We'll be putting in beacons. Those beacons will give us the heights, the land distribution as in terms of contours and so on. We'll then be drawing maps, a contour design map, and then from there there'll be a map on layout of stands, roads, and all other infrastructure that needs to go into the property. At which point, those who have an allocation of a stand and erf, you will then be able to choose based on who paid first, in essence, as to which stand you would like to own. So we're now going to be moving forward at quite a rapid pace. We know that we don't have any time left. If you look at what's going on in this country, we need to start really getting this thing going. Anyway, all systems go. We're on our way forward. So for those of you who have purchased a stand and erf in Dalbarton, what we advise you now to do, and I know there's a lot of people that have paid, probably about 30% that have paid in full, and we want everybody else now to pay into the system. If otherwise, we're going to struggle to buy the land. We need funds to purchase the land, and there's a certain amount of infrastructure that needs to go in as well. All of that is being done at the present moment. So we urge you now to put forward your funds. Please, guys, let's pay for our stands. If you're not able to pay in full, please let us know. We would require at least a 30% deposit on your allocation. If you're not able to do that, please let us know, and that stand can be sold off to somebody else who can pay. So one of the next things that's going to happen in terms of Zuidland is that simultaneously to buying the land, we are now moving forward with a High Court application for internal self-determination. That application is going to be for 3 respondents. Those 3 respondents are the Premier of the Western Cape, the local municipality, and the President of South Africa. That submission will happen within probably the next week and a half, which in essence, they don't have any right to stop us from looking after ourselves, managing things for ourselves, and being, in essence, internally within the Republic of South Africa, self-determined. This High Court application has already been completed and just needs to be submitted to the High Court now. The process involved in this will be as follows. We do the submission. I think there's around 15 to 20 days for respondents to respond to our submission. Thereafter, we'll be able to respond again, which gives us another 20 to 30 days. And thereafter, we'll get a court date. That court date will probably be set for early 2020, maybe January or February. And this we really look forward to. But in the meantime, we have, in essence, the right to do things for ourselves. So the next phase of land sales will be developer stands. These will be fully serviced and probably come in at under 100,000 Rand, which is still an absolute bargain in South Africa in today's market. So we'll be bringing that out shortly, and we'll let you know exactly what that scenario is. Just a quick recap, guys. Water, we've got enough. We're now moving forward with the purchase of the land. This is amazing, fantastic. We can do this very quickly. Those that have bought stands, please, guys, if you've got the funds available, please put it into the purchase of your land. The High Court submission will happen simultaneously to us buying the land, and let's get down there. Let's get Dalbarton up and running. Thanks, guys. Have a lovely day.